Hi everyone, my name is Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over how you can avoid breakage. When it comes down to it, we really have to look at what we're doing to our hair throughout the day. Are you manipulating it too often? The hair accessories that you use, even how you handle your hair, the amount of heat you use in your hair. All of these things can basically contribute to breakage, or it can basically help you avoid breakage. The first thing you can do to help avoid breakage is basically low manipulation. Now, when it comes to low manipulation, basically just don't touch your hair. Do whatever you can to not manipulate your hair as much as you can. Even just pulling your hair, combing it, brushing it often, all of these things can contribute to breakage. That's why it's best to kind of just leave your hair alone. And that is why protective styling is perfect, because when it comes down to protective styling, a lot of the times you might think, knotless braids, box braids, but even when you think about protective styling, even buns, buns are great, flat twists are great. Anything that basically puts the ends of your hair away. Another tip is that you need to deep condition your hair. It is very important to have a balance between moisture and protein. However, my hair is protein sensitive, so I know what works for my hair, I know what doesn't work for my hair. Whenever I would use protein treatments that had a lot of protein in it, my hair would it would not go well. My hair would feel hard, it would feel brittle. And that is why you always follow up with a protein treatment with moisture, so a deep conditioning. I always use a protein treatment that has light protein in it, maybe like a small amount of protein, like hair mayonnaise, or even if I use hair mayonnaise, then after I will go ahead and use some type of deep conditioner. But you really have to know your hair. Whenever you use products, make sure you listen to your hair. Because if you use something and your hair feels rough, it feels dry, it feels brittle, it doesn't feel healthy, then you need to be like, okay, wait a minute. What should I do? I need to use a product that works with my hair. You need to listen to your hair. The next tip is making sure that you trim your hair. Now online, there's like a rule of thumb when it comes to trimming. I believe it says 6 to 8 weeks, which honestly isn't really necessary. You don't have to trim your hair that often, because if your hair doesn't grow that much or it doesn't grow that fast, then really you don't have to trim that often. Whenever you take care of your hair, make sure you look for split ends. There's a method called the search and destroy method. Basically, you just look at your ends and then you can basically tell. You can see whether or not, something looks kind of uneven, if you have split ends or not. And then you just snip off the split end. This does not replace your regular trims. You still have to go to the hair salon, or even if you trim your hair yourself, you need to make sure that you're still trimming your hair. However often you need to trim it. Guys, this is a very important one, and I know a lot of us might know that we should kind of reduce the amount of heat we use on our hair, but it is very, very important, because when you really think about it, the amount of heat we use on our hair is basically gonna dry your hair out. No matter what, if you blow dry your hair often, if you flat iron your hair often, it's going to dry your hair out. Whenever you do that and it dries your hair out, it's gonna make your hair more hard, more brittle, and then when you go to maybe style it or whatever it may be, it's going to break your hair off because your hair is so dry. So just keep in mind how often you use heat. Now, obviously, it's kind of inevitable. A lot of times we go to events, we do things, and we want to, curl our hair, or maybe blow out our hair, flatten our hair. So it's understandable. But whenever you use heat, make sure that you use some type of heat protectant. There are other ways you can also style your hair. Maybe if it's like flexi rods, you can use roller sets. There's other ways you can curl your hair without heat. There's other ways you can style your hair without heat. So just keep that in mind as well. My last tip is hair accessories. Now, you might not think hair accessories is a big deal because, a lot of times you just think, okay, if I have my hair up in a bun or if I have it tucked away, then it's okay, it's fine. But actually, the hair accessories that you use can really make or break your hair. So I like to use grab clips whenever I get a relaxer, whenever I relax my hair. I don't like to put it in ponytails because it's a lot of tugging on your hair, a lot of tension. I don't like to braid my hair or even put it in a flat twist when I get a relaxer because it's so freshly relaxed that I'm afraid that I might break my hair off. So whenever I get a relaxer, I always use grab clips like this, and I basically just put my hair up. I put my hair up like this, and a grab clip. I'm very gentle when it comes to clipping my hair up because I don't want to manipulate it too much. So as you can see here, I just use a grab clip, very quick and easy, and I'll wear my hair like this throughout the day. You can see that my ends are out, so sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll tuck my ends into the grab clip, and I'll basically just wear my hair like this for the whole day. It's very simple, very easy. There's not a lot of manipulation that was involved. So I will wear my hair like this for the entire day or for majority of the day, and then before I go to bed, I will wrap my hair. Not only can you use grab clips, but you can also use clips like this. You can use a hair tie. Notice that this hair tie, it's made out of like a silk material, like a satin silk material. I prefer to use these types of hair ties because really it helps keep moisture in your hair, and it doesn't tangle your hair as often as you might use like an elastic hair tie or some type, even rubber bands. Do not use rubber bands in your hair unless maybe you're braiding your hair or you have some type of protective styling. But usually on a regular basis, I use hair ties like this. Hair ties that basically help to keep moisture in your hair, and it causes less tension, which of course less tension means less breakage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.